Here we go. All right. Everybody has a beer. Here we go.
All right.
Hey, wait.
This is for our brother, Chris Velasco. R.I.P. We're gonna miss him for the rest of our lives, man. Cheers for him.
Cheers. Pound it all, because that's what he'd want. I go fuck, pound it all. Cause that's what he'd want. He'd want all of us to pound it right now and have a good time in his memory. Woo! That is our brother. We love them. We always will love him, and he'll always be in our heart.
The Pope.
The Pope will always be with us, no matter what. I don't care.
No. Funny thing,
we're gonna fuck up a motherfucker in Jack in the Box for that. Motherfucker. hey, I bet you he's laughing right now hearing me say that story right now. Chris, we love you, brother. We love you.
We found out today he's gonna be buried at the Hollywood Hills in Forest Lawn.
Yeah, I bet you with his ass sticking up to the earth. So
Michael Jackson is buried at the Hollywood Hills in Forest Lawn.
Hey, and that's because he's that fucking famous. No, I don't give a fuck.
On the real though, I didn't know Chris that well. I only hung out with him a couple of times, but to be honest, every time I hung out with Chris, he treated me like if fucking he'd known me forever. And fucking, dude, like, I love that dude. I've only hung out with him, honestly, like 2 or 3 times, and every time he made me feel like I was part of the group, you know. He never treated me any differently.
That's
exactly, and he treated me like he'd known me forever, and I always loved that dude, man. Even I only hung out with him like 3 times. He always welcomed me to go to his pad. He always welcomed me to do everything, and rest in peace, man. To be honest.
Look, I'll still challenge that motherfucker to a game of pool. I don't give a fuck.
I'll still whoop your ass.
I know he will.
I just hope there's urinals up there.
Hey,
he's not sitting down like a bitch. Right? He's not sitting down like a bitch. They will kick him out of the casino before that shit.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, you know what? When he was doing his fucking comedy bit and I played him a game of pool, I only got 1 shot off, and that was my fucking break. I got 1 shot off, that was my break, and that motherfucker beat me. And I am not a bad pool player, but that motherfucker...
That's what happens when you live
your
adult life.
Like I said, he's fucking laughing his ass up there right now, man. No matter what, either way, he's going to have a good fucking time wherever the fuck he's at. Right now, he's making everybody laugh up there with his comedy skits, man. He's probably telling the story about when he shit himself in the fucking school. I don't give a fuck. You know Chris is probably telling that story up there. Hey, my grandma came. I don't give a fuck. My grandma came and told me, "Mijo, ¿qué estás haciendo?" Hey, I don't give a fuck. I love that guy to the fullest. Because no matter what, he always welcomed me with open arms. And I always have respect for that guy.
Everybody, no matter
I have respect for him now, back then, and in the future. He's one of the brothers that I have, and that I am really sad to lose, because I didn't get to chill with him a whole lot like I wanted to. But that motherfucker is a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, he's making everybody in heaven laugh right now, telling them his stories. And I bet you he even said it right now. You know how I fucking died? Dancing off a fucking ledge. But I don't give a fuck, because I live my life to the fucking fullest. That guy lives his life to the fullest.
Yeah, he did.
And that's what you could ask for in life, is to live your life to the fullest and be happy. I have never seen that guy down. I've never seen him out. I've never seen him down for the count. He was always happy. Always. No matter what. Even if he had problems, he was still good with us. And he was still happy with us. Family and friends is what Chris cared about. And you know what, brother? We send you up there in heaven with the fucking utmost respect. And thank you. Thank you for giving us those wonderful times that we've had at your house, that we had for Chris's birthday. Thank you. And for that, I love you.
Hey, look, let me tell you this. I found it kind of funny where I'm talking to the mortuary director today, right? We go over there, and they're showing us different halls that we can have for Chris's viewing. Right, showing us different halls that we can have for Chris's viewing, and they're showing us like a little room, looks like a living room. They're like, oh, we can put like 20 people here, and we're like, no, bigger. They show us another one, and they're like, oh, we can put like 30 people here, bigger. And he's like, well, how big do you need? What's the biggest you got, right? I'm telling him, At 1 in the morning, when we found out Chris was in the hospital, we had more than 30 people show up to the emergency room on short notice, about an hour away from where everyone lives. 30 people packed the emergency room. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger hall. They ended up giving us their biggest chapel. They said we can put 200 in there. And you know what? We're still probably going to spill out into the streets.
Yeah. That's just how many people loved him, man.
Yeah.
He had an impact on everybody's life, you know? Just his personality alone. That's the one guy that walks in and he just brightens up the room, you know? But some people like that. I mean, you just call it God's favor, you know? I mean, not everybody's like that. That's the thing. Not everybody's like that.
No.
But to have that personality, to have that, just his character, and he accepted everybody for what they were, you know? He didn't, I never once heard him talk bad about anybody. Anybody. That's one thing I like about people. Is like, you don't need to talk bad about anybody. Make yourself look good. And that's a perfect example right there.
No, and he made everyone that he did talk to feel good.
Yep. Exactly.
Even if he was capping on you a little bit, he still made you feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when he caps on you, you still feel the love, you know?
We fucking love you, Beaver.
Yeah. For real, man.
Even the pictures he posted with fucking Chevy. Shit.
That's a big loss for everybody.
For everyone.
Family, friends, people that barely even knew him, you know?
Honestly,
when CT called me, man, and told me what the fuck, dude.
I couldn't believe it. That was the last thing I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, of all people that could say that barely knew him, it'd probably be me, dude. And honestly, of me barely knowing him is like, it's crazy that he made me feel welcome no matter where he was, and I rarely talked to him, dude. And when I did talk to him, I felt like I'd known this guy for a long time, dude. And that's how it was.
That's how we made everyone feel.
Exactly, dude. I felt like if I ever needed anything, for some reason I felt like if I ever needed anything, I could talk to him, and he would have helped me for
That's why
whatever.
he's the Pope, dude. He's like the Godfather, and he was genuine about that. He wasn't like all like faking bullshit.
No.
Never fake. That's one thing. You
really want to know what story I really had with Chris? Was when we were at the Dodger game, and he was there. We were all there, but we were leaving. I think we were leaving, and that's when fucking Dodger fans were walking by Angel Stadium acting all fucking crazy. And these fools tried to run up on me, and I was like, dude, like, you fools don't even know who the fuck is behind me. Hey, out of every motherfucker there, and I love Richie, and I love CT, and I know they're my brothers, and I know they'd be there for me. But the first motherfucker I knew that would have jumped up was Chris. I already knew. Hey, Chris is here. Like, he was there. And even now, I feel like he's there. I feel like he's here right now. Like, just probably chilling right there in that chair right there. Probably fucking has his own little fucking beer right there. Dude, he's in heaven. He made his own beer already.
For real,
There's this one time where Joe, you guys didn't go, but the place that we went to go see the AWS wrestling at, right? Okay, one of our cousins, Karina, several of you guys know her. She gets married there, right? And it didn't end up well. They got divorced, but that's not the point. At her wedding, it's the first time our family met her family, right? And his family is on one side of the dance floor, our family's on the other, and everyone is just staring at each other angry.
It's just like the most weirdest thing I've been
Except our table. At our table is me, Henry, Chris, Anna, Ruben, Marcella, who's Ruben's fiance. They're gonna get married in about a month. And Evelyn, our cousin Evelyn, and our cousin Eduardo, who's Evelyn's brother. And Jeanette. We're having a great time, like we always do, laughing, everything. It's not until about halfway through the wedding that we notice everybody else looks really fucking pissed off. Well, we're having a great time. We always had a great time with Chris. Chris got everyone laughing. It didn't matter who, us, the adults, everyone,
they
right?
They should have thrown his ass on stage.
They should have. They actually did, and he didn't know. Okay. A funny thing about it that was kind of like taboo is that everybody found out about the wedding about 3 days before the wedding. And Chris goes up there in his new suit, brand new suit that he had bought that day, right? And he goes up there and he goes, yeah, well, I guess I should speak for our side of the family, because when they said, like, does anybody want to speak for Karina? Everyone on our side, Chris, you remember that, Henry? Chris, we make him go up there. So he does his impromptu speech, right? And he goes, I have a brand new suit. I hope everybody likes it. I had to buy it today because I only heard about this wedding 3 days ago. Our side of the family erupts laughing, and his side is not fucking happy about that. The guy, by the way, is way older than my cousin. He's in his 40s, and she at the time was like 25. They're fucking pissed. Our family thinks it's fucking hilarious. Like, this is fucking a shotgun wedding practically and shit like that. Anyways, after the wedding, a lot of you know our cousin Ruben. He's like my height, right? Me and Henry, we're all like pretty tall. Okay, so we go and we're gonna shake hands with the groom. It's actually the first time I ever met him, right? So we're standing in line, right? And it's like me, Henry, Ruben, and then Chris. This guy, he ain't short, but he ain't like us. He's like 5'7", something. He's the normal height. We go, we shake his hand. Welcome to the family. Hi, how are you? And everything, right? And he's just kind of like mad dogging us a little bit. And then he comes and he goes, you know, I ain't afraid of you tall motherfuckers. And me, Henry, and Ruben are looking at each other laughing. And we're like, it ain't us you gotta be afraid of. It's the short one. Because Chris is the one who's gonna call shots and be like, this motherfucker, stomp him out. Yeah, we got tons of fucking stories with Chris like that. You know?
I want to hear that story about the Jack in the Box. What were we talking about? That?
Oh, the Jack in the Box.
That was the best fucking.
It was. Go ahead, you say the story.
It was for my birthday, and God, I think it was like some years ago. It was like how many years ago was it?
Several years ago.
Several years ago.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
It's,
that's right.
Dude, it's been some years.
Damn, George, you know not long, like.
Who?
Chris?
Yeah, you've been.
Yeah,
of course, dude. Me and George have known each other since high school.
Yeah, hey, I'm not lying when I say Chris is like a brother, man.
Dude.
Hey, and this fucking story was that night. This story that night. Me and that motherfucker were on the level.
What's the story?
Well, pretty much, you know, we all went out to some spot. You know,
it was some birthday.
It was my birthday. We went out to some bar. Fucking
on the rocks. I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
some spot on the rocks.
Chris took us.
Yeah, Chris.
Pretty much, we met at Chris's house. He's like, "Fuck it, let's go." And so we
actually met at Anna's condo.
Oh, yeah, it was Anna's condo.
Anna's condo.
That's
But
anyways,
I'm driving, and we end up at On the Rocks, right? Funny thing about okay, I'm single at this time, so Nat, if you're hearing, don't pay attention to it. I'm single at the time, and for a lot of you, when I've been single, I drink heavily, and when I drink heavily, I get incredibly stupid. Yes. And more importantly, my IQ just tanks, and I'm a fucking dumbass.
Hey, he's the dumbest smart motherfucker I know when he's drunk.
At this place on the rocks, right? Well, first of all, I remember as soon as we got there, we get in, and Chris goes, all right, we gotta hit up some bitches. We gotta get someone to dance. You know what? We need to get our balls. So he goes and he buys everyone Patron shots, right? The four of us, we're gonna get Patron shots. We're gonna fucking take it. And Chris is fucking funny because he always used to talk about, he's all like, you know, alcohol is like liquid personality. And he would talk about Ruben specifically. He's all like, you guys are fucking boring until you drink. Then you're fucking fun, right? Okay, but he bought us all a shot. This fucker takes 2 shots, right? And then he's all like, nah, I feel like I got my balls. He's all, come on, let's go talk to these fucking girls, right? Okay, the girl that I picked to, because I like white girls, the girl that I picked to talk to is so fucking drunk, she can barely stand. And I'm dumb, so I don't fucking notice the fact that she's fucked up, right? And I go up to the dance, I go to the dance floor, and I'm like, you want to dance? And she fucking falls. Like, she's that wobbly. She, like, boom, hits the fucking floor, right? And I'm kind of looking at her like, what the fuck? And her friends come and they grab her and they're like pulling her off the dance. I'm kind of like falling, like, wait, I'm trying to get some. Great fucking time that we had on the rocks. We got drunk, you know, like we hung out. Just a good night in general. So we end up leaving. It's like 2 in the morning, right? Yeah. When they closing time, everything. So this is what he's talking about, the Jack in the Box. So we go to Jack in the Box. And it's a Jack in the Box in a kind of weird position. So if you want to go to the drive-thru, it's not one line. It's 2 lines that merge into one. Yeah, like that. It's 2 lines that merge into one from opposite sides of the street because it's kind of like on an island. You know, drunk motherfuckers don't give a shit about merging, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in my car and I'm driving, and Chris is next to me, and these two, George and Chris, are in the back seat. So I'm trying to go, and this one motherfucker by himself, this one black guy, it doesn't matter that he's black, but this one guy in his car, he don't want to follow the merging patterns. He wants his fucking whatever the fuck he's gonna have, right? And he tries to like ride the bumper of the car in front of him so I can't get in. And me, okay, I'm gonna let him through. Chris is all like, nah, get in there. Okay, so I start edging, he starts edging, I start edging, he starts edging. We're getting close to where we're gonna hit, right? The motherfucker honks at us.
Yeah.
That's enough for Chris.
That was
Chris hops out of the car. What the fuck, fool? And my car has tinted windows, so you can't tell that there's 4 of us in there.
Dude, yeah.
He probably couldn't tell. Chris gets out. What the fuck? Damn, it just hit my head.
Yeah,
Chris gets out and he's like, what the fuck, fool? And he
Chris
goes
just
over
said
there.
you're not saying the story right.
Yeah, he goes over there, right, to confront this motherfucker, get all up in his face. Nobody's gonna let the Pope ride by himself. We all get out, right?
No. You gotta remember. The guy popped out after Chris popped out. He's like, what
Let's
the fuck?
do this.
Let's do it. Like, let's do something. And then it was all like,
We all popped
the rest
out.
of us popped out.
And Chris,
It's gonna be like that.
Chris
Chris like, fuck no.
Chris pretty much told him, you can let us through, or you can get fucked up over some Jack in the Box. It's up to you, but
Hey,
we're
no.
hungry.
And he was
No,
like,
no,
oh, don't worry. It's not going to be 4 against 1.
no.
I'm going to whoop your ass
Yup.
myself.
Hey, when he's like, oh, it's gonna be like that, Chris is like, fuck no. I'm gonna fuck you up my damn self. He's like, it is not gonna be like that. I'll fuck you up. And then that motherfucker got back in his car, backed up.
He backed up. We
We went in and
we
got
had
our
some bomb-ass
breakfast.
breakfast pitas.
Just breakfast pizzas. Hey,
These are bomb.
who wanted the breakfast pizzas more than that motherfucker?
So that's the story of Jack in the
That's
Box.
Jack in the
We
Box.
almost got in a fucking fight because some motherfucker wouldn't hold up, and Chris made sure we got our fucking breakfast piece, and we weren't gonna wait in line.
I was gonna wait one car.
We wanted those
Fuck
pitas
yeah.
bad. That's what
Hey.
I'm talking about.
That guy didn't respect the order of the merger.
Yeah,
That's just bottom line.
Oh, man.
I'm getting punked for my Jack in the Box.
Definitely.
The foosball table, man.
Yeah.
I still don't think I can beat that. I can't beat that motherfucker at any type of fucking bar game.
No,
Fucking guy.
definitely not.
Foosball, I lost.
Definitely not.
Only beat him twice at pool.
Pool, I lost.
The first time I played Chris in pool, I beat
And he
him
probably
twice.
let you.
And then he murdered me the third time. I was like, damn. I'm like, this nigga let me?
What's up, Chris?
Peace out.
So his funeral will be in about a week. I'll let everyone know, and hopefully everyone can go out to it.
Yeah.